mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto, suelta a mi generación.
From the home of the Padres since 2004, we're live at Petco Park in what they call America's finest city, San Diego, California. Ought to be a good one here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Comes set with the 0-1. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. One out, nobody on. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
He's got it, and there's out number 2. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's got 8 hits in 25 tries. He also has 1 home run. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jack Flaherty will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Big arm here, Jack Flaherty. Call him Jack Flash. This guy throws in the upper 90s, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Great life up in the zone. Good hard breaking ball. He has tremendous mound presence. Gets the ball, throws it in a hurry. There isn't anything really finesse about this guy. One of the top power pitchers in all of baseball.
Fernando Tatís Jr. is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And now pitch on the way.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Great spot of that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And there's ball 1. One and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And in steps Manny Machado, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 6. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
2-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. DeYoung is there for it. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 1-2 pitch.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The pitch. Here's Arenado with a drive. Well hit to left and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. Nolan Arenado touches them all. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
That is good. The shortstop.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike one. Now the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
In the air now out to left field. Profar has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting 6. The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 7. First pitch of the AB now, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. One and one. Here it comes. Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. drilled to first. Hosmer has it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Now into the box, Tyler O'Neill. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering. This one is launched. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo homer off the bat of Tyler O'Neill as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. To 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cardinals lead it 2-0. Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. In his career against this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he rips it on the ground to second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Cronenworth.
1 out, base is empty, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Will.
Here's Will Myers. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Cronenworth, base runner at first with one out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. And that one yanked just foul. Another try at 2-2. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Fouled away. Runners on first with one down. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Two-one, here it is. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Cronenworth is on his way home. Myers rounds the corner and is headed home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
Baseball 101 at its finest right there. Just a beautiful example of a well-executed relay play to nab the runner at the plate.
That'll bring up Austin Nola as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's set. The 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
Hey, not too many guys in the game have the strength to take a breaking ball and drive it out the other way. I know that one sliced just a little bit foul, but he's got to feel good about where his swing is right now.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And another foul ball. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The set and the 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late.
Hey, I know that ball just pushed foul just a little bit to deny him of a home run, but he has to feel good about his approach at the plate. Stayed inside the baseball and drove it.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We played 2 full. The Cardinals are out in front 2-1. Stepping up is Jack Flaherty. 9-1-2 due up.
Pitcher number 22, Jack Flaherty.
He's set and the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Here's the pitch.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in next, Tommy Edman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. On, he pops it up. Machado has room in foul territory. 2 down. Stepping in next, Dylan Carlson, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
No balls and a strike to count. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Here comes the 1-2.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. So now into the box is Yu Darvish as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First offering.
Darvish.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
3-0 now.
Guaranteed take sign right here. It would be an absolute gift for this offense to get this pitcher on base via the walk.
And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Up next is Fernando Tatís Jr. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is right there, 1 down. Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham struck out in his last trip to the plate. And now the first pitch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Darvish stands at first with 1 out. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Padres move in front now 3-2.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Number 13.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Machado now on 0-1.
1-1.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Arenado's got it. And that's the second out.
Now
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Eric Hosmer.
Here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Two out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 5, Will Myers.
So here's Will Myers as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, 1 pitch coming. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
And he fouls this one off. Two and two. Here it is.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's Jurickson Profar, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Right side, but it's well foul.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 out, bases loaded. High in the air down the right field line. On its way, the 0-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Bouncer to the left side. They'll throw home with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 3 at Petco Park. It's now 3-2 San Diego. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope. Ready to count 2-2.
And he got him.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Myers going back. Still ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game. And the Redbirds have drawn even now at 3-3.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Three runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Yadi Molina digging in now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. The relay, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. The 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to hit is the catcher, Austin Nola.
The catcher, Austin Nola.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the corner and slicing foul. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
3 runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatís Jr. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. So stepping in is Harrison Bader. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Harrison Bader.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1, well below the zone. Fouled away. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Matt Carpenter will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Bader gets his lead at first, nobody out. That evens it up, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 home.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Darvish a check on first, but the runner's back easily. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
That brings in Tommy Edman as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Myers is under it. And he makes the play to end the inning. Redbirds down quietly. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tied at 3-3. Jake Woodford, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. At the plate now is Trent Grisham. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
That was a pretty good changeup in his last at-bat when he hit the home run. That was a changeup away that he drilled to the opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap. That was a great piece of hitting.
The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Next, here is Manny Machado. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Now a throw over, just keeping him close. 0-2, here it comes. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. And he'll dive back in. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A pitch out. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. On to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Jake Cronenworth, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a base hit last time up. And that's too high, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The throw will go to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
And now here is Will Myers. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's a look over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-3 San Diego. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. First pitch of the AB now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Ball 2 now.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
To 2-2 now. Popped up. Machado in foul ground makes the play, 1 away. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. (4-3) our score here as we play inning number 6. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Nolan Arenado stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. And now the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
0-1 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 2-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fernando, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still down a run. It's 4-3. So now to the plate, Will Myers. Couple of walks for him thus far.
The right fielder, Will.
Now the first pitch.
Nope.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Reined in. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Hey, that's just an incredible play right there from one of the best second basemen in the game. Great job going to his backhand, but you know what? It's the release that makes all the difference on this play. With the speed getting down the line, he had to throw super fast, get rid of it super quick, and he did just that. Any slower with the exchange, and that guy was looking at beating that out.
Bader is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
Up next, Austin Nova. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Outside.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And that misses. So after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the 3rd hitter here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's now 5-3. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Jorge Mateo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over.
I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it, I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it.
1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 5-3 San Diego.
Squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay. No time for that he say. I care about what.
Craig Stammen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yadier Molina.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And that's swung on and missed by Molina as he set down on strikes for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Lane Thomas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Bader stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
In the dirt. Throw goes to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The men on third with 2 down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Just hung in there on that one. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Here's another 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Grisham is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards leave 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Seth Elledge gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Fernando Tatís Jr. And the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Trent Grisham will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He's set. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Machado.
At the plate, Manny Machado. Ball 1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On the ground to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Up next to the Padres, the first baseman, Aaron Hosmer.
In now, Eric Hosmer. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Bader is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. One left for San Diego, and it remains 5-3.
Bounce with it, just bounce with it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it.
Emilio Pagan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tommy Edman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
4 pitches, all takes.
He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Two out, nobody on. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. He's set and the pitch. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Drew Pomeranz enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. The next to bat for St. Louis, Paul DeYoung. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First offering on its way.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
2 down, runners at first and second. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Now the 2-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Myers going back to the track as he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding in is Tyler O'Neill, a potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Nope, that's the ball. It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Hey, sometimes you get yourselves in a count 2-0, you get exactly what you're looking for, and you have bad barrel accuracy. Time to step out of the box, readjust the batting gloves, take a deep breath, and get back in there. Hope he throws the same pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Genesis Cabrera will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Justin Williams will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
The second baseman.
Here's the first pitch. Jake Cronenworth is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Cabrera is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now. It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour, but it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Stepping in now, Will Myers, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He bounced out last time up. A throw behind the runner at second, and a dive, but he's back in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. No one out with a runner at second. A ball and 2 strikes.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
hit sharply on the ground. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So a runner stands at third. One man is out, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And that misses. 2-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 2-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
2-2, here it is. Full count now, 3-2. Austin Nova is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and it's gone into the 4th floor of the Western Metal Building. A 2-run home run for Jurickson Profar, and it's now 7-4. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Into the windup and the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Tommy Pham will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch of the AB now. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Mark Melanson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Set to start the ninth in this one, and into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First delivery to him. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. Can you guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Matt. You know what, D-Roll? We got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
No outs, nobody on. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Into the box, Tommy Edman. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Next to stand in is Dylan Carlson, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Two out, nobody on. And a bouncing ball, foul. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Seared down the first baseline. And Hosmer won't be able to get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
To To the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Cutter low, 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The 1-1. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-2. Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a one-run game now.
Big RBI knock right here in the top half of the ninth to cut the deficit to 1 run. You could start to feel the tension a little bit. That pitcher might be holding that ball a little bit longer. That's when you miss over the heart of the plate.
Austin Adams gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Here's Nolan Arenado as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Friars used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Yu Darvish gets the W on the mound, so that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal. Cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo siempre por chela soy trebo el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix. Viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El rechazo firo de humano.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.